don't have a lot of time to do much with it. I only got about an hour or two, but this place has been hammered really hard. I know of at least 2 or 3 different guys that have been out here. The homeowner, another guy, and there's not too many signals. I did find a wheat penny over there before, but I decided to come out. I mean, this whole thing is a big field over here, so I decided to get out away from the main areas of the yard, and out here on the edge by the field I just popped my first silver. I'm not even sure what it is. I think it's going to be a Merc. Yep. Let's see what we got here. My water bottle will work. Yeah, looks like 1942 maybe? Sorry about that. I'm in the direct sunlight. So, hey, we'll take it. Haven't had a good silver week. I got that one silver Rosie last week I just put up on the last video, so alright, well, got silver from a heavily pounded yard, so that's cool. Alright, I'll turn this back on if I get something else. If not, I'll include this with the next set of hunts. Alright. What's up? Just dug up an interesting little relic. I'm not even sure what it is. It was down there pretty deep. I thought it was going to be a piece of junk there. Let me just turn so I can see where I'm at here. There we go. It's got a little bit of fancy on there. So I'll have to get that cleaned up, see if I can take a better look at it. I'm not sure exactly what it would be, but it does have some design on it, so it had a function. I just found that Mercury, like just right over there by up just past my coil, so this is still in the same pass there. But all right, I'll get this cleaned up. I'll show you in a wrap up, but hey, at least it's a relic. So all right, see you on the next. All right, still continuing at this old farmhouse here. It's a barn across the street, and just got an iffy high tone, but turned out to be deep. But a little relic there. It looks like maybe it's part of a padlock. I don't know. It's got some neat design on it right there. But I'll get it cleaned up at home and see what it is. There's nothing else down in that hole. So it's just this little piece. It's too bad. I'd love to find another complete lock like this, but all right, I'll clean it up, show you in a wrap. So just got out again today. Didn't really have anywhere to go, and only 2 hours before dark, so I'm back at my favorite house. You know, the signals are few and far between. I'm digging iffy signals now, trying to get something, but I hit got a little weedy excitement here. That's so far been the only thing that I found. Not sure on a date here. I'll probably have to get it cleaned up. Yeah, the date's pretty toasted, but I'll clean that up and get a date off of it. Like I said, I've got nowhere else to go right now, so I just came back to this place. But, you know, I'm still finding targets after being through here how many times. So, you know, hopefully I get on a different spot tomorrow. But, you know, I'm just going to putz around here until dark. So, all right, we'll see if I find something else in here. Or when I do the wrap-up. I'm going to do a couple of hunts and then do one video. So, all right, see you on the next. All right, well, next signal was bouncing around a little bit, but like I said, I'm digging these iffy signals. Looks like I got a button here. A bit of a shank left on it. Looks like a steel back or an iron back button here, but a little bit of a shank left on it there. But hey, I'll take it. Considering how many times I've pounded this yard, not a bad little find. But all right, I'm gonna keep going. See you on the next one. Still working on the yard, still going over areas that I already did, but hit a squeaker and it was a little bit deep. See the hole there, but a nice cool little relic. It's an older suspender clip. Still got the clip part attached right here. But hey, we'll take that. It's pretty neat. But alright, I'll get it cleaned up. I'll show you on the wrap up. It's just starting to get dark on me, but I still have a little bit of time left if the mosquitoes don't eat me alive first. So alright, see you on the next. Still going here, and just picked up another target. Looks like it's a little iron buckle. I don't know how old that would be, but we'll try to clean it up, see what it looks like. But this is right in the area too where I found some older relics. I did find a dandy button right in this spot here a couple videos back. So alright, we're gonna keep going. It's gonna get dark soon, so see you on the next. Got another little find there. Looks like some kind of a pendant. Got a little, maybe a piece of glass in there. Not sure, but I'll get it cleaned up. It's not gold or anything, but pretty neat. But it's starting to get more dark here. Hard to tell, but alright. I'll show you this on a wrap, or if we find something else. I'm going to be heading back towards the car, but I'm going to swing my way back over, so see what happens. Alright. What's up, guys? Got a new permission today. Sold a schoolhouse building. It's been here since the 1900s. The building looks like it's a little bit older, but I just talked to the property owner. He was a real nice guy, let me come in here. He said this area's been gone over several times by detectorists. There's not much of anywhere to look. However, my first target was a bottle cap. My second target, I hit silver already. It's a silver rosy. Oh, no, that's a Merc. Look at that. Well, let me get a little water on it, see if we get a year off of it. But you just, again, you never know. You don't know how good these other people were, or what kind of machine they had. But that's encouraging. Like I said, first target, we get a Merc. Water is not working so well. To get a new spray bottle, but at least we get a little bit to clean it up. Let's see what we got here. It's pretty worn. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can see a date on her. Looks like boy, you know what? Hard for me to see. Let's see if we can get a date here. Maybe I can get it in the camera. Hold on a second. I don't know if my eyes are getting worse here or what, but maybe you can see it. Well, there it goes. Anyway, I'll clean it up, but hey, first target, got a Merc. I'll get back to you on the next one. We'll get that cleaned up. I'll tell you in the wrap up. Alright, continuing around the little schoolhouse here. I got that mercury dime right up in the front there. Came down through here, dug a couple of signals that were hot rocks. God, I hate those. But anyway, got a little squeaker here, and not much, but it's something. It looks like a little instrument reed there. So at least we're still pulling something out of here, considering how many times the guy said that it's been looked at a few times by guys with metal detectors from the 70s that he knows of. So, but still, I always check, because you never know what they miss. You don't know how good the machines were or how good of detectorists they were. So, but at least it's a little relic. But all right, we'll continue on, see what else we get out of here. Well, what's up? Just got a strong, I don't know, it was a strong 80 signal, and this appears to be a little bit older. It's green. It's got a little fancy on the front there, and it looks like it's a little pin. There's a little pin backing on the back, so that's pretty cool. I'll get it cleaned up. I'll show it to you later, but yeah, another little relic in a pounded out place, so kind of cool. Alright, we will see you on the next one. Alright, finished up that schoolhouse. There wasn't much more than what I just showed. I've been driving around a little bit and managed to get on a new permission. I'm actually next door to my favorite house, where I was yesterday and where I've been all summer long. Just got permission for this one, and first target, I just walked from the car over to here and got a signal. First target's going to be a wheatie, but it's kind of crusted out. We'll get it cleaned up later, but hey, at least that's a good sign. As far as she knows, it hasn't been hunted, so we'll see how we do here. I mean, that house across the street was just incredible. So we'll see how it goes here. So, alright, we'll get back to you on the next find. Just got that wheatie over there, and I come around, there's a big tree right here, so I came around the tree. You can see all this dirt that's disturbed. I just pulled, I had a clad spill there, a couple of quarters, a dime, some pennies. So I continued around, and I thought I was getting another part of this clad spill, and not too deep, I hit this, sounded like a penny. It's actually an Indian. So that's the first Indian of the day. Let me see if I can get a date. Hard to tell. We'll have to get that cleaned up, but you should be able to see the Indian there. There's the wreath. See the 1 cent pretty plain. So that's pretty cool. Here I thought I was just going after some more of this this clad spill here, but let me see if I can see a date on it. No, I'm not seeing anything. It's kind of cloudy and hard to see, but hey, we'll take that. So already on the board with a wheat and an Indian. And I see that mosquito flying around. Alright, we'll get back to you on the next one. Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be the wrap up on the last 4 hunts that I did. This is all this week. I got out for a little bit here and there, so I figured I'd combine all those together and do one wrap up. Anyway, the first place I was at, this was an old farmhouse. I was doing some work for a guy and had the opportunity to talk to the homeowner, and she gave me permission to detect. However, this house, it was old. It was like from maybe mid 1800s, but it has been really detected a lot. The homeowner had, the homeowner's father had an interest in it, and he's been detecting a little bit, and then there was another guy that I know that was detecting there, and there may have been a few others. So wasn't a lot of signals. Seems like the good areas were, gone over pretty much. But anyway, I'll start with just some of the junk. I dug a lot of junk targets out of there, because I tried to stay out on the fringes a little bit. I went through the main areas and wasn't really finding much. But anyway, this is like an old sprinkler or something. I used to see these on like the brass. This is like the brass connection for a hose. This would be the sprinkler head at the end. It would have been threaded for a hose to fit on there. And reason I knew what that was, my family a long time ago, my great-grandfather used to have greenhouses, and when I was a little kid, I remember growing up and using this exact type of sprinkler to help him water the flowers. And this is probably when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old, before our greenhouses were torn down where I live. But pretty neat. Some kind of little screen. This is a little Pond's moisturizing cream lid there. A couple of shotgun shells there. This is a fired bullet. Not too old. Looks like a more modern bullet. And another rifle casing. But so the cool stuff, the relic-y stuff, I did find a harmonica reed. This is part of, I'm pretty sure this is going to be part of an old padlock. It's brass. Unfortunately, there was nothing left there, just this little piece. But I've only ever found one good complete lock It's on one of my videos from a while ago, but that was pretty cool. I'd love to find those old brass padlocks. Let's see what else. This is, believe it or not, it looks all chewed up. I don't know if I got hit with a lawnmower or no, I don't know if the dog chewed it up, but it's just a little aluminum tag from Luzerne County, which is the county I live in here in Pennsylvania, and it's from 1977, so not that old, and like I said, kind of really chewed up there. I think you might be able to see the 1977 on the bottom. What else? This is, you saw in one of the clips I dug this up. I wasn't sure what it was, and if you look at it, it had some kind of function. It was some kind of a clip. It looks like there's clips on this side, and then this one is bent the opposite way. But it had some fancy on it after I cleaned it up good, which is kind of neat. I have no idea what this would have been used for, but it looks like it might be a little bit older. This here I thought was part of a spoon or something. I'm not sure, but on the one side here, there's some writing right there, and it just says patent applied for. So I'm not even sure what that would have been or how old, but anyway, as far as the coins, I got one modern quarter, one zinc penny, and one copper penny, but the only two old coins that I pulled out was this Wheatie, and I try to zoom up a little bit here, see if we can, well, of course, when you zoom up, everything becomes blurry. But you might be able to see the date. There you go, 1920 on the Wheatie. So that was a nice older Wheatie. And then I found this Mercury dime, 1942. So not in too bad a shape either. Looks like it's got some nice full lines on the torch there. So that was pretty cool. But not bad for a place that was hunted, pretty good. So anyway, that was that place. Then I went back the other day. I went back to where I've been going all summer long, and I tried something a little bit different with the settings on my machine. I bumped the sensitivity up a little bit, and I tried all metal mode, but it was giving me too much growling, so I backed it off, and I discriminated out everything below 30. And just with the sensitivity up a little bit, I started digging up some stuff. So there's some, junk finds. This might have been part of a gears for a pocket watch or something, a bit of a square nail. I thought at first this might have been a button, but I don't think so. It's all falling apart, and it's kind of porous. But I thought at first, when I first dug it, I thought it was a flat button, but I don't know. I don't see it. So a couple little pieces of cars, some whatnot. Modern coins. I got a dime, 3 pennies there, 2 coppers and 1 zinc. I did manage one more wheat penny out of there that I kind of missed. Let's see if we can get the year. This one is also coincidentally a 1920. If I can get the date to show up there, let's see. We'll bring it way up, and there it is. There you go, I think. Oh, there, that's better. So anyway, 1920, again, a nice little earlier wheat penny. I don't get too excited about the wheat pennies unless I find like a key date or something, There was also, I think you saw on the clip there, I dug this little iron buckle. This was a little snap button that I thought was a piece of junk, and I just ran it underwater. I cleaned it up. It does have some words around there. It says gripper twice on this side, and on the back side there around those designs it says Scoville, Scoville, which I know is an older name in buttons, so I mean it might be more modern being a snap like that, but at least I found some writing on it. So as far as the other stuff, I did find this really cool suspender clip, and I dug another one like this in the same area, similar to this, if not the same. So this was giving me like kind of a squeaky tone, and it was a little bit deeper, so I think the higher sensitivity on the machine helped to grab a hold of that. I did find this one little kind of a junker costume jewelry pendant. I thought it might have been a little bit older, but on the back, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it says Hong Kong. So I guess it's not that old. I found one junker ring, kind of beat up there. And this button here, it's an iron back button. Still has part of the shank, so not sure how old that would be. I don't know what the front is made out of, but it's an older button, I think. But alright, so these are the two places, the first two places. Like I said, I went to 4 different places this week. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to get the rest of the stuff out so you see the last 2 hunts. The one with the schoolhouse that I got permission on, and the other house that I got permission on is right next door to this house that I've been doing all summer. So give me a second, and I'll get that stuff together, and we'll do a quick wrap up. And got to take care of this little guy because he's bugging. He wants to be picked up and pet. He's all a little bit on the needy side today, right, buddy? Yeah, good boy. My little buddy, my girlfriend's mom's dog. Oh, what's the matter, Bear? Call him Bear. He's a little 5-pound Chihuahua. What's the matter, buddy? Yeah, good boy. It's actually pretty cool for a Chihuahua because a lot of times Chihuahuas are kind of, one person. They're snappy with people, but this guy's friendly with everybody. He's a good dog. All right, I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna get that the other stuff out. Okay, guys, back to the last 2 places that I hunted. This next one here is, you saw I was at an old schoolhouse. The guy across the street owned the property, knocked, real nice guy. He says, yeah, hey, knock yourself out, but it's been detected before a lot. Since like the 70s, I guess, there's been people in and out of there. But the schoolhouse looks like it's from the 1800s. However, he did tell me that sometime in the early 1900s, that schoolhouse used to be somewhere else. It was down the road a little bit or up the road. So I don't know exactly where it originally sat. I'd love to find out. But it was moved to the current location. But it was moved so long ago that there still had the potential to be, some stuff there after it was moved. But anyway, I didn't get too much, as you can see. It was, sorry about the dogs barking in the background. Every time they think they hear somebody, they're nuts. Anyway, I did find a few things. So I found, modern nickel, modern, zinc penny, and a copper penny. No big deal. A little round thingy or whatever. As far as the relics and, the keeper stuff, I did find one instrument reed there. Not sure exactly what that was. This here looks like the top, the winder, and the what do you call it? The top ring for a pocket watch, I believe. This should swivel back up, but pretty sure that's the top to a pocket watch. I did get this really cool little pin. It's kind of older. Let me zoom in here. Kind of older there. It's a 4-leaf clover. It looks like it's got some, I don't know if that's part of the design or if there's an H on each clover. And this was a pin. You can see the pin backing right there. So it looks kind of vintage there. So that's cool. And I did manage, I thought, when I found this, I thought, oh, this place, I'm going to find some stuff even though it's been hit. But this was the only good target. Well, this came up pretty good too, this pin. But my second hole that I dug, I ended up with this Merc. And let me see if I can get it to zoom. Let's see if we can get it, show you the date. Couldn't see the date in the field. But it's 1936. Let's try this. Of course, when you want it to do it, it's never going to. And I'll bring it back up. There, 1936. Let's see if we can do it slow. There you go. Anyway, so that was cool. At least I got that one silver out of the place. Now, this last place. This was the new permission that I got that was right next door to the house where I've been doing all summer. So, as you can see, ton of clad. I don't think that this was ever detected. I got 11 dimes, 3 quarters, 3 nickels, and 18 pennies. I didn't count up the zinc or the copper, but 18 pennies. So this is a pretty good indication that nobody was ever in there before. Couple of little things that looks like a 30-06 case. This here is another, just another bullet casing. There was a modern bullet. Looks like it might have been a 06, but modern bullet. I'm not sure what this thing was. Maybe, I don't know, just some kind of little brass insert. Found this little pendant. It's a P with, looks like a lightning bolt on it there. So that was pretty cool. This here, I'm not sure. I think this was possibly a pendant. At first I thought it was a washer, but then when I knocked the dirt off, I got this little thing. So it's probably part of a necklace. You know, not gold or silver or anything, just a cheap little plated whatnot. Not sure what this was. This is part of an old hair barrette. Looks like old time, you know, from back in the day. It's got that fancy on it, little ornate design. Of course it's broken right there, and this would have been where the backing would have went. I was digging one hole, found this bead. Don't know if it's old or not, but so in the one clip you saw me dig, first I dug a weedy, and I didn't film all the weeds because, as you can see here, I ended up with a bunch of them. So I mean, I got that first one, and then I just started finding them. So I just, you know, let it go and continue to go. But after that weedy, I ended up with a 1906 Indian. You know, it's a little bit beat up, and I cleaned it off to see what year it was. It was kind of crud encrusted, but you know, definitely readable. As far as the wheats, there were 15 wheats. Ended up with a 1910, a 1916, and this 17 here is in really, let me see if we can get it, hopefully it focuses, but there's a 1917 here that's in pretty awesome shape. There you go. I mean, you know, it's worn a little bit, but it's clear. I mean, compared to like these, you know, look at that 1910, it's like there's nothing there. So anyway, like I said, 1910, the 1916, the nice looking 17. I got a 1918 and a 1920. So those are the, you know, the earlier wheats. And then I got your, you know, your more common stuff. I got a 42, a 44. I got 4 1946s, a 47. I got 2 1949s and a 1951. So that was the new property that I got, and I'm definitely going to go back. The homeowner, real nice lady, said, yeah, you come back whenever you want. She had actually seen me a couple of times at the house next door and kind of wondered what I was doing. So she said, yeah, go ahead, you know, knock yourself out. The only problem with that yard is, although it's never been detected, and I didn't find any silver in there, there is a ton of like junky mid-range signals in there. So much that, like, I tried to, you know, this trip I tried to like kind of cherry pick, find coins and find relics. I was kind of staying away from some of those mid-tones, but I'm going to have to go in and clear it out. So, like I said, fortunately she gave me permission to come back. So I'm going to start digging those trashy signals, and you know, maybe there's a silver coin still hiding in there somewhere. I was able to do the front. It's not a big property. It's nowhere near the property next door, but anyway, all right, I'm going to get this together. I'm trying not to keep it too long because, as those of you know that watch my channel, I can ramble. But anyway, that's the hunt. 4 places this week. You know, not a lot of stuff, but you know, not bad. I found some stuff. I'm happy. You know, I did find the silver. What was it? 2 silver coins this week. You know, can't complain. You know, I'm going to be going out on another trip with doing another co-op trip with Chris from Detecting NEPA. So hopefully we'll get on a few good permissions. We're going to drive north of here and see what happens. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you know. In the meantime, good luck hunting out there. Those of you detecting or arrowhead hunting and things like that, bottle digging, all the stuff that I'm getting into or already into. Good luck out there. Be safe, and we will see you on the next vid.